What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I'd like to give my thoughts on the Falcons and Dolphins joint practice. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content or NFL content. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to give my thoughts on the Falcons and Dolphins joint practice today. So personally, I believe that our secondary of the Atlanta Falcons, they won the day as far as out of all of the position groups. I really feel like our secondary looked really good out there. They came down with 2 interceptions. Clark Phillips came up with an interception during the one-on-one drills. Mike Hughes came up with an interception during the 11-on-11 drills. And AJ Terrell looked really good matching up with Tyreek Hill in the one-on-one drills as well. He had sticky coverage on Tyreek Hill. And we know that Tyreek Hill is arguably the fastest man in the NFL, one of the most explosive wide receivers in the league. And we look really, really good out there today matching up against their receivers. As far as the trenches, Eddie Goldman, they say that he had a Eddie Goldman sighting where he was able to blow up a couple of run plays during the 11-on-11 drills. They talked about Lorenzo Carter had a really good practice as well, setting the edge and dropping back in coverage. And then A.K. Arnold Epicadi, they stated that he could have possibly had a couple of sacks coming off the edge as well. We know that they're not live tackling during these joint practices. So I'm going to be very interested to see the preseason game coming up this weekend to see if we're able, to establish dominance on the defensive line and in the trenches. On the offensive side of the ball, the offensive line of the Atlanta Falcons, I heard, was really dominant during the 11-on-11 drills. Kirk Cousins threw the ball really well. Both him and Michael Penix had a couple of nice throws. Drake London in the one-on-one drills came down with a couple of key catches, as he always does, as far as him showing his physicality, his ability to high point the ball and use his physicality. We've seen Ray McLeod continue his momentum during this training camp in preseason. Him going down the sideline and making a big catch, throw from Kirk Cousins down the sideline where he dropped it in the bucket. So we've seen a lot of these guys step up, and it looks like our offense is going to be really, really, really high scoring, a high flying offense. As far as the run game and things of that nature, as I mentioned in these joint practices and things of that nature, because they're not live tackling, it's hard to get a feel on how well we would be able to run the ball and things of that nature outside of us knowing that we have a really physical offensive line. So I'm really interested to see the preseason games to see if we're able to establish that dominance on the offensive line as well. But overall, I was really impressed for this to be the first joint practice with the Dolphins. It looks like the Falcons are ramping things up, and I'm very excited, like I stated, to see the preseason games, to see how we stack up during a live game where it's not such of a controlled environment. But just doing the one-on-ones and things of that nature, the Falcons look really, really good matching up against the Miami Dolphins. We know that they have some of the fastest wide receivers in the league with Tyreek Hill, with Jalen Waddle. Now they also have OBJ. They did mention that Braylon Trice, the rookie, was sick during this first joint practice, so he wasn't out there on the field today. I assume if he's feeling better, he'll possibly play in the preseason game later this week. They did mention that Kirk Cousins is not going to play in the preseason, so it looks like Michael Penix will be getting a lot of snaps during these preseason games and things of that nature, which is good news because he needs as many snaps as possible if he's going to be the future of the Atlanta Falcons. It's nothing like getting those live reps during games and things of that nature. So really, really impressed with the first practice. Raheem Morris did talk about, his roots and him having familiarity with the Miami Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel when they both were with the Washington Redskins at the time. So those guys are good friends. And they basically just stated that they want to make sure, that each team protected each other. From my understanding, there wasn't any fights and anything, during this practice, which is good news. And from my understanding, we came out with no serious injuries, which is also good news. So with that being said, I have a lot more content coming for you guys. Just continue to stay tuned to the channel. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy my content, hit that like button for your boy, hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, this been your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed. Peace.